I'm going to show you how to pipe these really cute baby hydrangeas. Everybody's piping them at the moment. They are so sweet. Now I've just used purple for these for the sake of the tutorial because that's what colour I had left in the fridge, but you can do them any colour you like. So have your piece of paper towel handy and crumb coat your cupcake in green. Now the piping tips I'm going to use for this is the Wilton 224. It's the drop flower nozzle. It's got that bar inside so you get a little gap in the center of the flower. And to fill the gaps I'm using the 352 leaf tip, the bird's beak, and I've got some Pro Gel olive green in there. And then to make the mounds, I've just snipped a little bit off the end of a piping bag. I've snipped off about 1 centimetre, maybe 1.5 centimetres, just to make a round opening. So you can use a piping tip if you like, but you want it to be about this size. And again, Pro Gel olive green in there. Now you can eyeball it and just put 3 mounds of buttercream on the cupcake. If you prefer to have a little marker, I'm using a 2D piping tip here, and the base of it is quite a nice size to mark out 3 circles on your cupcake. So you can space them evenly. So just touch the base of the piping tip onto the cupcake and push it in a little bit to make a little marker, and then you can put another 2 on and space them out. Make them as even as you can. So now you've got your markers, you can make your mounds. So take up your green buttercream with your large opening in the piping bag, push it all down to the bottom like you would if there was a piping tip in there. Make sure you haven't got too much in your bag. We're going to use this in exactly the same way as if we had a piping tip. So touch down in the middle of the circle and just squeeze and keep squeezing until you've filled the circle and made a mound. So touch down and squeeze. And you can see I'm squeezing, but I'm not lifting the piping bag at all. I'm just allowing that buttercream to grow into a ball shape. So there, you've got your base of the flowers. If you've got pointy tips on, you can use a clean finger just to push them down a little bit. Now take up the 224 piping tip with your buttercream. If you line the piping bag with, you can two-tone it. That looks really effective as well for these. Make sure you've cut the piping bag so all the prongs are clear of the bag. Push all the buttercream down to the bottom. Make sure it's nice and tight. Don't have too much in your bag. Now you're going to touch down onto the blob and squeeze out a little flower. Stop squeezing and come off. You want to make sure you touch the buttercream with the piping tip so that when you squeeze, all of the petals that come out stick to the buttercream that's already there, and then you won't get any bits coming off. You'll have full flowers. So touch, squeeze and come off, and just go around covering the whole thing. It doesn't matter if you have little bits of green showing through between the flowers. That looks really nice. It adds a bit of detail. Just keep going around until you've covered your little blob. And then you can move on to the next 2. Now if you want to do these in different colours, or you could do them in different shades, I could do a light purple one and like a creamy purple one. That looks really lovely as well. And I like to come right to the very bottom of that blob, and I'm turning the cake any way I can that I can see it. And you see my piping hand isn't really moving much. I'm turning the cake as I go. There's a lot of rotations. And then you can do the last one. So cover up the bottom of that blob. Turn the cake any way you need to be able to see what you're doing. Remember to touch the buttercream with the end of that piping tip. And there you've got your 3 little baby hydrangeas. And now to fill in the gap, I'm going to use the 352 leaf tip. So it's the V shape. The bird's beak it's known as. So if you point this pointy bit here where you want your leaf to be, buttercream oozes out the side, and that's what creates your leaf shape. So push all the buttercream down to the bottom of the bag, tighten it up, make sure there's not too much buttercream in there and that you've got that point where you want it to be. Now to put the leaves in, I'm not going to come upwards, I'm going to hold it parallel to the cake, so I'm pulling outwards with the leaf. So point where you want it to be, touch down, squeeze and pull out, and stop and come off. And you've made your little leaves. So touch down, squeeze and pull out, stop and come off. Turn the cake, fill in all the gaps. If you've got a gap in the middle, you can put leaves in the middle to cover it up. But that's how you pipe little baby hydrangeas.